Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Marketing Uncut. I'm Hanniz, and this week I'm going to speak about social commerce as usual. And in particular, I'm going to basically share about how you can write better emails to your target audience or your customers. But in lieu of Ramadan, I would just like to also share a little bit about the trends that happened this month, which just started actually 2 days ago. Fasting month has started around the world this week, and this is a time when people will be, besides reflecting on life and reconnecting to their religion, to Islam and to their spiritual needs, they will be shopping for their Eid celebration. So we don't know whether the movement control order will still be affecting how people shop at outlets or physical stores, but we know that people are shopping online a lot because of the pandemic, and they'd rather be safe than sorry. So if you're not online, definitely you need to be online, as we've been saying before. Some keynotes that I'd like to share were, if you had experienced the Shopee for April sale, that was a midnight sale that they had recently. I actually experienced it. I wanted to get a phone for myself. I couldn't get a phone because it ran out of stock the minute it went online at midnight. So yes, there's something to learn. In fact, Shopee shared that during that 2-hour midnight sale, they had 6 times more sales than the average day, and 2,000 items were sold within the first few minutes. So you know that potential people are spending a lot of time looking out for sales, and this is a growing trend not only in Malaysia, in Singapore, it's also happening in Thailand, Philippines, and Indonesia. So this is a bandwagon that you might want to consider, trying to beat the crowd during the day where people look for deals during the day. Something that you want to consider is having a midnight sale where people who sleep late, like me, or try to sleep later just to get their hands on the stuff they really need during that sale. So discounts, cashback vouchers, promotions, this is something that you can consider. Of course, prior to having a sale like this, you would need to have a lot of branding exercises. So it's either through paid ads or partnerships, or lots of content sent out to your followers, your customers, your potential customers, through email, through social media ads. So this is something that you want to build towards the excitement of the sale. So even live streaming, just to create that excitement, maybe get your ambassadors talking about it, getting your customers to share what they've already had and what they're looking forward to during that sale. And so I'm gonna go now to the trends for Ramadan that was shared by Facebook before we deep dive into email marketing.
So as you can see, this was actually based on last year's statistics from the 23rd of May to 13 June 2020. 42% spent less time shopping in stores during Ramadan or Eid because of COVID-19. And we don't have the statistics for this year, but we are still very cautious about going out a lot and trying to control how much we go out. And we do go out when it's really for essential reasons. 51% spend more time shopping online during the season, and they continue to shop online. And on average, they're 3 times more likely to feel safer using mobile to shop compared to going to a physical store. This is a case study of a shoe retailer which went across borders. They spent, of course, on dynamic ads with a Facebook pixel, and they saw 5 times return on their ad spend. This is another new study. TransferWise, if you're familiar with them, they are now called Transfer. They are an online payment gateway payment method. So they actually translated their ads into 9 languages to improve local relevance, and they basically ran dynamic product ads to ensure that they can be present in different countries and present in their local language there, so people can use their platform. So The average increase in conversion rates was by 2 times across all markets, and they also increased 2 times for their registration volume. Also, they reduced their cost per acquisition across all markets by 3 times. When it comes to influencer marketing, it still works, and 80% of shoppers actually said they follow public figures. And for those who follow public figures, 46% of them agreed that these public figures or celebrities actually can influence their purchasing decisions. Nowadays, marketing is not just about being having the best features or best pricing. Sometimes we just want to know the story behind the product. So, trying to actually tell the brand story from the creator's point of view will make a difference. So, creators could be those who are, in this sense, would be those who are influential on online media, those who have followers, creators who create content for their own channels, or even for their own publication, online publications. So partnerships with them do work if it's not very salesy. It's not very salesy. It's more about telling a story. So this month is actually a good month to also give back to society. If you're doing a campaign where you are tying up with a CSR campaign or an NGO, buyers are more likely to support your products or your services. 91% have engaged in charitable activity during Ramadan. 78% have participated in activities to support local businesses during Ramadan, and 75% agree that brands should find ways of giving back during this month. While 60% became more interested in a brand after learning about their business practices or values. So the best way to do it, of course, would be to connect with your communities with synergy with what you're selling, perhaps that are aligned with your brand values and mission. So for example, if you are into baby products, selling baby products, perhaps you could work with an NGO which helps children with education, is still in sync, or an NGO which provides care for families or single moms with babies. That would be more apt, actually. Well, Ramadan, usually we use it to kind of like step back from day-to-day tasks, but studies found that 48% say they spend more time using their mobile during the season, and it's using mobile across discovery, research, and purchase compared to going in store. 8 in 10 said they use mobile while watching TV, so that's multitasking for you. And compared to general Ramadan shoppers, those surveyed 1.14% more likely to spend heavily on global cross-border businesses and products. So it's not just going local. Some businesses actually switch off their advertising during Ramadan, but it's actually one of the biggest shopping moments of the year, and you should actually leverage on it. People are continuing to to make their houses look better, to repair their homes, to gift their loved ones, and actually the 10 days before we celebrate Eid or Hari Raya would be the biggest 10-day shopping period for you to target. As you can see, this would be the Ramadan shopping. Before Ramadan was already passed, but now we're here in this stage, and this is where you can actually boost your campaigns or your sales promotion. Although people are spending a lot, they are still price sensitive and look to Facebook and other channels for deals and inspirations. So this will be even applicable to food and beverages, as well as to clothing and gift items. So when you're planning for whatever campaigns possible this month, it is not too late. You can still try to do what you can do. So understand your audience needs and safety concerns. Look for creators to partner with. Discover new ways to support your local businesses and communities. Discover your mobile audiences, because more people are going online. and using their mobile phones, discover new opportunities, plan ahead if possible, even after Eid was next, And after that will be discovering bargain hunters, looking for people who are looking for bargains all the time. This is a template that you can use to organize your Ramadan. This is very late already, so no, but you can actually start planning for the last few weeks of Ramadan. It's not too late, especially when you're online, you're more versatile, you're more agile, so just start planning now and execute. So Maybelline Vietnam actually introduced a new product using Facebook Live. As you can see, this is their success story. So they partner with local content creators and use branded content ads and Facebook Live to reach a young audience, earning a 13-point lift in ad recall. So this is their case study. Maybelline is a brand under L'Oreal, and in 2007 it was launched in Vietnam. So they wanted to reach a younger demographic to introduce their new product, which is a lipstick called Super Stay Matte. And the resulting Unstoppable Girls campaign aimed to inspire and empower young women. So what they did was they went live with a content creator, so an influencer in this case, a well-known gamer who often live streams. So what they did was she introduced the lip product and demonstrated how to use it and watch the Unstoppable Girls commercial together for the first time. Then she guided viewers to the websites where they could purchase with a limited time promotional discount. The influencer and Maybelline then worked together to create a branded content ad of the live stream. So let's have a look at this. Okay, so there's no volume in this video, but you can see that she's talking to her audience. And they had 27,000 likes, 370 shares, massive comments. So if you're using Facebook Live, you can actually sell immediately during the live session and capture orders in the comment box. So when it comes to amounts like this, you will see that that's a lot to capture. So here, this is the commercial that they're talking about. And she's watching the commercial for the first time with her audience. So again, it's all about interactivity, yeah, with your audience, engaging with them, talking with them, getting feedback. Not just talking, but also responding to their comments. They not just had a live stream, they also placed dynamic ads, link ads, photo ads, video ads, Facebook Live, and core audiences. So selecting the right target audience for your ads are super crucial, and not just relying on one channel to get people coming to your promotion or your sale. So a lot of brand awareness needs to be done prior to this promotion. Okay, sorry. Now I'll deep dive into email marketing. We've been talking about newsletters and email marketing to be the evergreen method of actually marketing to your audience, to your customers. Besides having to rely on out third parties such as social media platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, like Twitter. This means you're actually relying on them to push your content out and making your audience see your content, which usually is not the case, especially when you don't boost your ads or your posts. So what you have control of is really email marketing. And while newsletters and one-off campaigns will always have their place in your email marketing strategy, the smartest companies are actually setting up automatic email campaigns that trigger off a user's actions, because these can be made to be timely, to be more personalized, and hyper relevant to the reader. So when they open and they click more frequently and this will drive visits and revenue for your business. So it would make sense for you to do so. So let's go deeper into what automation really is and look at the 10 different types of automated email campaigns that you can use in your own business to grow your revenue. So, as opposed to newsletters and one off campaigns that you create and send to a whole list of people in one go, the automated email is set up once and then it automatically sends to a particular individual when that person meets a certain trigger. So for example, you're on Facebook, right? And you want to send an email to somebody when they sign up for an account. So this email will welcome them to Facebook, and then it will show them how to get started to add friends and upload their profile picture in an attempt to get them to become a frequent user. So it would be a huge waste of your time to manually create and send an email campaign to every person that signs up because the process is the same. So what you do is you will have to set up an automated welcome email that gets sent whenever a new person joins your sign up list. So the beauty of it is that you can set up the email once, and then as more people continue to meet the trigger you define, the email will continue to be sent to them without you even lifting a finger. Talk about saving time for you. So because email automation works on a basic trigger and action system, um, you are really only limited in what you can do by your creativity and your business needs. So let's say to give you some ideas to start off, here's the some samples for you to give you some ideas. When you're welcoming new subscribers, according to research, 96% of visitors to your websites aren't yet ready to buy, especially if you're a new brand and not very well known yet. So but however, because they are already there, they are clearly showing interest in what you have to offer. And these are the perfect candidates to continue communicating with them to try to get them to buy later on. Obviously, won't be applicable to fast moving goods where they already know what they want to buy and they can buy immediately. Some generic brands, maybe groceries and all that. So this doesn't apply to you. This doesn't apply to them. But if you are offering a special product which is not so simple to find anywhere else, this is what you need to go through. One way to get repeat visitors to your website is to make sure that they subscribe to your email list. When they subscribe to your list, it's obviously much easier than for them to make a purchase. So the commitment level is lower and they're more likely to do so. Once they have subscribed, you can then set the automated email to welcome them to your list and then offer a special subscriber only offer that compels them to buy. So here's a sample of the Kate Spade welcome email that goes out once they've come to subscribe to their list in their website. So we have been added to your mailing list and you'll be the first to hear about new arrivals, events, and special offers. So you are made to feel special, even though it's a generic email. But you do have a special code that goes to you that you can use for your checkout, which actually encourages you to shop. See? Smart. And again, important for you to put how people should reach you, okay, and where they can reach you at. This is where your email goes to. And then, of course, you have to put in the unsubscribe option for them. So because the email is visually appealing and the call to action is super clear, it features a subscriber-only offer to get 15% off the next purchase. So this kind of email is super easy to set up in just a few minutes. You just need to have an automated email provider, which you can actually sign up with MailChimp, with Sendinblue, with Campaign Monitor. So these are some of the service providers that you can look for. So gathering feedback from your customers is super essential as well. So this is how Groove did it. It sends you an email with a quick question, telling them they appreciate you joining Groove and how they would like to be to deliver better support to their customers. So this is what they sent to their customers, and they made it more personal with having the CEO sign off. So this particular email has 41% response rate and helps group to automatically collect a massive amount of feedback on what the customers are looking to achieve with the product they're using and why they switch from their competitors' products. So if you're a new brand, this is a good way to also find out what kind of features your customers would want to see from you, what kind of products they want to see from you, and how how they can view you differently from your competitors. Another kind of email would be to inform your customers of upcoming aspirations. So, for example, when your domain site is going to expire, domain name is going to expire, they send you an email to remind you to renew. So they send frequent email campaigns to lead up to the expiration date to remind customers to renew their domain name and even provide a discount offer when they do it early. So a simple call to action to entice people to renew straight away is put into place, as you can see. So it gives you a deadline, and then you may incur more if you do not renew it in time. People like surprises, I do. I myself get birthday emails from UNICEF. I get calls from them as well. Citibank used to send me facial vouchers, which unfortunately I didn't use because I'm not a facial fan. But if you're if you know your customers wants and needs, you would be able to customize your message to them and your giveaway to them, which will be relevant to what they will really use and will really appreciate. So this is a sample of Omaha Steaks, how they did it. So they sent a birthday greeting with free chocolate cake for a limited time and a discount. So they make you hurry to claim your gift. It's a very clear call to action. So this one you will need to know your customer's date of birth, of course. And then you just have to set up a recurring email based on the date, and the email will automatically be sent each time that date rolls around. Another email that will be relevant to your business would be to send appointment reminders to customers, especially if you're appointment-based business. For example, you're a dentist, or you're a spa, or you're what else do you need appointments for? A club, or an optometrist, or something like that. So once a year you send a reminder for your optometrist appointments. Twice or three times a year or four times a year you can send reminders to set up your dentist appointments, and more often, of course, for spas and luxury treats, right? This is done by Genuine Dental. It's time of a checkup, very cute. And it just indicates that your regular dental checkup is due to keep your gums happy and healthy. So just schedule an appointment. Very easy call to action. To do this, you would have to set up your client's most recent appointment times. So you just need a custom date field to record when the last appointment time was. Then set up the email to be sent 3 months later or whenever your recurring schedule is, to remind them that they are due for their next appointment. So some businesses, their sales cycles are much longer and you need to nurture them. So the challenge of this is, how do you help move these leads along to purchase without spending too much time on them? So using automation to set up a series of lead nurturing emails can be a great way to do this. And if you're using CRM system like Salesforce or HubSpot or HiRise to manage your leads and sales, you can actually tag certain leads that need nurturing and integrate leads to your email marketing system. So from there, you can actually send a series of automated email messages over time that educates your audience on the benefits of your product and why they should use it. Of course, more personal stories will make your readers more inclined to open the email and read it through. So your message needs to be customized as much as possible. So there is this marketing blogger who recommends that you start a simple series of 6 emails that goes out over 30 days when the lead is still hot. Okay. So this is a sample of how it looks like. So the email problem he recommends is first to identify the problems that your potential customers could be facing, and then the benefit of using the product that you're pushing to achieve their goals, to solve their problems. That would be the second email. The third email could be the transition email, where every potential customer is currently using something else. So what your product could do for them to make them change providers from them to you. So this email should focus on outlining a simple and easy process for making the switch from the existing solution to using your product to solve their problem. The next email will be the tools email, an overview of tools available to achieve what your product achieves, like a kind of like a guide. So this would be the first time you introduce your product really, and to outline why it's superior to your competition. So you need to have a clear call to action to purchase or sign up for your product for the first time in this email. And the next email will be more influential, more convincing. So a case study of how your current customers use your products will be shared in this email, and along with an outline of what problems were solved and what benefits were brought to them. So a testimonial would help, plus a call to action to sign up for your product will help. The next email would be the resources email, the final email. So you could suggest some ebooks, some blogs, some templates for learning more about whatever your product does. And you can also include a discount code or special offer. So even if you have not converted them from the previous emails, this might actually push them over the edge. So from the 6 emails, you'll clearly see that it's more about educating prospects, and that's why I said the sales cycle is usually longer, and then it's not instant. Obviously, blogs still work. If you have a blog in your website, this would be where you could have a little snippet of your blog and put it in your newsletter or your email, so that they just have a headline and a short description, and if they want to read more, they will click on the link which leads to your blog. So when it comes to promotions, when it comes to promoting your events or your sales campaigns on um, on e-commerce platforms or within your own website or your own social media channels, you need time to promote these events or campaigns, and the best time would be to actually use your emails to build up the excitement. So you can't expect people to come to your event with nothing prior to that. They don't know what to expect. So when you have an email campaign to actually make them excited, it's more likely that you'll have a bigger number of registrations to your campaign, or to come to your sales. You could have teasers. You could have content creators talk about what's coming up, influencers to share what they're looking forward to, or your ambassadors sharing when to log in, special deals that will be available at certain times. This is the time to actually share all these things in your email. So for e-commerce companies, there are marketing steps that you would also need to consider. 2 extra steps, besides the welcome email for those who have come to your website and subscribe to your mailing list. There would be also the abandoned cart email. Did you know that 67% of online shopping carts are abandoned before the customer completes a sale? There could be many reasons why people do this. They could realize that they don't have enough money in their bank, or they found a better offer somewhere else, a better price, or they could have just the time was off and they had to run off, and they just completely forgot. So a good abandoned cart email is not pushy or aggressive. It just has a reminder of the items they abandoned, a good message, and of course the beautiful visual of the product that they had forgotten in their cart. For customers who have completed their order, you want them to check out, or you want to cross sell, or upsell your products. This is an email. These are certain things that upsell offer email can do. So it can increase revenue through repeat or multiple purchases from current customers. It can also entice potential customers to make their first purchase. So 4 segments that you can actually upsell to These are similar products to customers who have purchased in the past, new products to potential customers who have never made a purchase, new products to customers who have purchased in the past, and of course, special deals, discounts, and promos to all your email subscribers. Yes, so that's it. And next for the next session, I would like to touch more about Instagram and how e-commerce can use Instagram to make more sales.
So I hope you've enjoyed and learned something from this week's episode of Marketing Uncut. Do leave your questions and comments below as usual. And if you found this video beneficial, do leave a like. That will mean a lot to us. And I'll see you next session on next week. Bye!